Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This course, inshallah, will be for students taking the Arabic GCSE in the years to come, or possibly in the next academic year. And the title of this book is The New GCSE Arabic Companion, and it's by, or in Arabic, it's called Al-Rafiq al-Jadidu Arabiya by Shawki Nasif, if that's correct. And so let's get cracking, guys. So starting off with the first unit that we'll be covering, okay, is ana, me, wa, and a'ilati. So ana wa a'ilati. So me and wa a'ilati, my family. Now you're probably wondering where the word my is. Well, that's represented here as the ya. And that means my. So my family here. My, and then a'ila is family. So my family. Okay. So the first task, what we're going to be doing, and we won't be going through the whole thing, the whole page today. We'll probably just go through these two paragraphs here. So this one, number 1 and number 2, inshallah. So let's, now it's important that you learn how to read the instructions, because when you do your GCSE Arabic, obviously the instructions will be in Arabic. So it's ideal that you understand. And I mean, ideally, you should already know maybe like up to 50% of these words. If you don't worry. That's why I'm going to be doing this at a very slow pace so that you understand. And I'm going to be breaking everything down. The first word is iqra, which means read. An-nusus, the text. Okay, so they're referring to this here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, don't worry, we'll only be doing 1 and 2, but this is what they're referring to, text. Okay, so there's 4 paragraphs or 4 forms of text. So اقرأ النصوص واعثر, and look for على ما يعادل العبارات الإنجليزية. And so look for the equivalent, okay, of the English expressions. العبارات الإنجليزية, العبارات الإنجليزية. Okay, so look for the English equivalent of the expressions. Okay, so, and you'll understand what this is referring to in a minute. Okay, because essentially, if we look at this, here is the English, al-ibarat al-injiliziya, and we're looking for these expressions or these phrases, but in Arabic. So let's first of all look at this first text. Ismi Maya. Again, okay, we see the ya as we saw above. Yeah, Ailati. Do you guys remember what it means? That's right. My name, Ismi. Now this Hamza is not really supposed to be there, but that's fine. Ismi Maya. My name is Maya. Ana Jiddiyah wa Hayawiyah. And we'll stop here. So we'll say this is a sentence and this is a sentence. So Ismi Maya. My name is Maya. Ana Jiddiyatun. I am serious. Wa Hayawiyah. And very and lively. Yeah. Now this is in the feminine form. Do you guys know why? Absolutely, because Maya is a female. She's a untha. She's a female. Okay, and so that's why this word jiddiya is also female, represented as a ta. Okay, al marbuta. And here's another ta right here. And this is also a feminine ta. So أنا جدية وحيوية. I am serious and lively. Okay, lively in her actions. She's very probably outgoing, lively. She's maybe sociable, but also jiddiya, which is kind of the opposite as well. When you're serious, sometimes it's hard, but somehow she's managed to be both. Alhamdulillah. Right, next sentence. Ana, I, a'tani, take care, be. Now you see this ba is a preposition, okay, and it means of here in this context. Okay, so I take care of طفلين, two children. So I take care of two children. Or probably hers, obviously referring to her children. Alhamdulillah. So that's that sentence done. So we've got three sentences now. Ismi Maya, my name is Maya. Ana jiddiya, I am serious. Wa hayawiya, and lively at the same time. Ana a'tani bitiflain. I take care of two children. Right, now the next sentence. And Zawji yud'a Munir. My husband yud'a is called Munir. That's his name. So husband's name is Munir. Zawji. Now you see the ya again. Okay, that ya denotes or means my. So my husband, Zawji, my husband, Yud'a is called Munir. Munir is a name, ism alam. نعم. ونحن نعيش الآن في إنجلترا. نحن and نحن we نعيش live الآن now في in إنجلترا England. Okay, so Inglaterra is probably the French way of saying England, basically. So that's now another sentence. So I'll draw this line so that you can distinguish where the sort of sentence ends. Okay, let me do that one again. أنا متفاهمة. Okay, so ونحن نعيش الآن في إنجلترا. أنا متفاهمة كثيرة مع ابني أحمد. مع ابني أحمد. أنا متفاهمة. I get along. كثيرا very. مع with. ابني my son. Ahmad. My son Ahmad. In other words, my son called Ahmad. So أنا متفاهمة, I get along. Now here, متفاهمة, okay, it comes from the word fahm, to understand. And on the scale of mutafahim, mutafa'il, okay, they understand each other. In other words, they get along with each other. They don't quarrel, they don't fight. This is what is meant by mutafahima. Kathiran, so they get along a lot. Okay, so I get along a lot. Ma'a, with my son Ahmad. Now here then this is where the sentence ends. Okay, next sentence. I should do this one here. There. عمره, his age, 23 سنة. Now here is a little grammatical mistake that they made. Okay, so it's supposed to be ثلاث and not ثلاثة. Okay, so if you have in your text with a ta, then that is you can correct that if you like. So عمره, his age. Like, remember, Zawji, my husband. So the possessive pronoun. Yeah, this ya is a possessive pronoun. Here, this ya is a possessive pronoun. And here we again have another possessive pronoun, okay, which is the ha. So, عمره, his age is ثلاث. 3 wa and 20, 20. So 3 and 20, okay, is 23. Sana, yeah. Sana here is used in the single form. However, this is how this is related to Arabic grammar. It's not so important to understand it correctly or to understand all of it at this stage. But ثلاث وعشرون سنة. If I was to do a literal translation, 3 and 20 year. So in other words, 23 years. So his age, عمره 23 سنة. Okay, and that's that done. And then the final one, وهو أكبر أولادي. وهو أكبر أولادي. Okay, again another possessive pronoun, and I'll let you figure out what that means now. Okay, if you already don't know what that means. Fantastic. Wa and huwa, he is akbaru, the biggest. Akbaru awlad. Awlad means children, and ya means mine. So he's the biggest of my children. He's the biggest of my children. In other words, he's the biggest son. Okay, so akbaru means big, the biggest. Awlad means children, and ya means mine. So in other words, my children. So the biggest of my children. Okay, and that's the end of this paragraph. Actually, we might just pause here. Okay, and what I'll do instead is, rather than moving on number 2, I'll do a separate video for that. And right now we'll just sum this up. I'll ask you some questions. I want you to listen, okay, and think about what I'm asking you. Okay, so هل اسم المرأة مايا؟ اسم المرأة مايا أم زينب؟ Is it مايا أم زينب؟ أحسنتم. مايا اسم المرأة, the name of the woman is Maya. نعم هل مايا تعتني؟ هل مايا, so think about listen to the words in the question, okay, and see where it kind of occurs. Okay, it's not going to be an exact word to word match, but look for it. Okay, هل مايا تعتني بثلاثة أطفال؟ أمايا تعتني بثلاثة أطفال أم بطفلين؟ أمايا تعتني بثلاثة أطفال أم بطفلين؟ What's the answer? أحسنتم. Now repeat after me. Maya ta'tani, looks after. بطفلين, takes care of 2 children. طفلين, not ثلاثة, not 3 children. Okay, very good. Okay, next question. هل اسم زوج مايا محمد؟ هل زوج, I'll ask that again actually. هل زوج مايا يدعى محمد؟ أزوج مايا يدعى محمد أم منير أم زكريا؟ Fantastic. نعم. So say the sentence. زوج مايا يدعى منير. What does that mean? That's right. Maya's husband, so Zawju Maya. Now notice the syntax is different. Okay, in Arabic, the mudaf and the mudaf ilay, okay, are translated the opposite. Okay, and if you don't know these grammatical terms, then not to worry, but just understand that Zoj means husband and Maya is obviously the name of the woman. So the husband of the woman, of Maya, sorry, the husband of Maya, or Maya's husband, Yud'a, is called Munir. نعم. هل مايا لديها ابن اسمه محمد أو مايا لديها ابن اسمه أحمد؟ محمد أم أحمد؟ أحسنتم. مايا لديها ابن اسمه أحمد. Fantastic. Okay. So look. Ibn means son. So Ibnu Maya. So Maya ladayha. So Maya has a Ibn, a son. Maya ladayha has Ibn, a son. Ismuhu. Ism, do you remember what ism means? Son. Ismuhu, his son. So Maya has a son and his name is Ahmad. Very good. Kam umruhu. Kam umru Ahmad. Kam umru Ahmad. So look for the word Umar and answer the question. Fantastic. عمر أحمد 23 سنة. 3 and 20, in other words, 23 years old. So his age is 23 years. نعم. So عمره 23. هل مايا وأحمد متفاهمان؟ هل آية وأحمد متفاهمان؟ نعم. Maya and Ahmed are mutafahimani. Now notice I use the dual form. Mutafahima, mutafahimatani. But because obviously it's because the male takes dominance in a grammatical sentence, so we use the male form of mutafahim, mutafahimani. So Maya wa Ahmadu mutafahimani, meaning they get along, right? ومن أكبر؟ هل منير أكبر أولاد مريم؟ هل منير أكبر أولاد مريم؟ لا. منير زوج مايا. منير ليس ابن مايا. منير ليس ابن مايا. فمن أكبر أولاد مايا؟ نعم. أحمد أكبر is the eldest of her أولادها, of her sons. نعم. So notice I use ha instead of a ya, okay, because ha means her, okay, and ya obviously this is in the first person. Okay guys, inshallah we'll pause here and then we'll move on to the next paragraph. We'll go through that and then we'll do number 3 and number 4, and likewise we would have covered all the nusus, all the texts, all the na'am, and then you can then look for the English equivalent. So by the time when we'll revise through number 1, number 2 in each of our lessons. So that's enough for today. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.